Dog? You want to know the key to winning races? Soft beaches. Right here. Soft and fruity. Just like me. Soft and fruity.
Wow, what a spotted dog club we have here. Spotted dog club.
You have a lot of spotted dogs here. This is the muscular one. This is the one that's shaped like a sausage. That's the coyote.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
And we're out. Long time ago.
Bye, cows. I don't know if you can see them. Are you ready?
To hold my pee as long as possible so I don't have to use an airplane bathroom. No. I'm not. Olympic Valley, where champions are made. Come, recognized. Olympic Valley, where dreams are shattered. What do you think about... Bye.
What's going on?
You gotta look nice to feel nice to race nice. Good? No, look good, feel good, race good. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to look good.
Do I look good?
Always.
You ready to go run up the hill?
Yep, good thing's only up. Alright.
This is really dark.
What?
It's really dark. But you can see the 1995 really well, so.
Only. It's only that.
What you thinking?
When I want to take my Tylenol. VK.
Yeah,
it was...
we're gonna kind of glance over this one because both of us did not really enjoy this day.
Or do well. Sometimes
Probably
it's
why,
nice.
that's probably why we didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, probably. No, just legs felt subpar. Body just didn't feel in it, and
Yeah, I think we were trying some new
about it.
taper stuff, and obviously we did a little bit too much, and so the VK was a bit of a shock to the system, I should say, and we're not really happy with that.
yeah. So I was 8th.
And
We
that
were
was
5th. Also, we weren't really planning on doing the VK, and then a few weeks before, we got in a text from the race director asking, "Hey, you guys didn't register for the VK. You sure you don't want to do that?" So I look at Eli and I say, "We're not doing the VK, right?" And
I fully planned on not doing the VK. But
because 2 years ago,
yeah, we did it 2 years ago.
and we did the double, and no
And
one
we-
else did the double. Thank you very much.
Felt awful, and we were like, this is not worth it. We're never doing it again. Okay, but then you look at the start list, and you see names like Jim Walmsley, Patrick Kippenyango. You gotta try, right? Like,
So we tried.
yeah, we tried. And what did we learn?
We failed.
We learned that Jim Walmsley is really good at running. Surprise, I know. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we did something this weekend.
Yeah, worth it.
Yep, so next up is 23K.
What are you doing right now?
We are day between the VK and the 23K. The team was out racing the 46K. We just got back. We're dying of heat. Jumped in the river. And now we're just gonna go relax and try not to get our butts kicked as much as we did in the VK. So see if we can do a little bit better in the 23K.
Well, where'd you get that bottle?
I don't buy bottles. I just go to GoPro Mountain Games every other year and get a new bottle. Replace all my bottles with GoPro things. It's kind of a joke, but at the same time, it's not. Because this is our last bottle. Also, does it say? She covered it. Said GoPro Mountain Games. Actually, where we got our GoPros and what we're making all of our videos with is from GoPro Games. The first year that we went and did the 20K, we got these bottles, 2 GoPros, and like a tote.
Where's the tote at?
The tote doesn't travel with us.
Who's gonna take it out first? Who's gonna lead it out the first climb?
Joyce.
Joyce.
Yeah. Well, she won the women's VK yesterday, and she said she was only at a 5 out of 10 on the effort. So I think a 10 out of 10 effort, she can beat me. Because she was only like a few minutes back from me. So I think she can break me. No, Patrick and Philemon 100% will go out really, really hard. And I'm just going to hold on for dear life and see if I can, see if Philemon breaks himself. I don't think Patrick will, but, you know, he's won every race he entered, so.
Peterman did that for a while.
Now he's washed up.
Yeah, he's washed up.
He got, like, what, third day?
Yeah.
Garbage.
Garbage. Terrible. Everybody's going to crack one of these days.
I cracked. I had a winning season so far until the VK yesterday. Now I'm garbage.
Cinnamon rolls are arguably the best pastry that's ever been made.
Wait, where'd you two get those cinnamon rolls?
We know things, man.
That sounds great.
Up in Truckee.
The Cornerstone Bakery.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's where we got breakfast.
In Truckee?
Yeah.
You guys are in Truckee? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Right? You got the mommy missile. I'm driving up to Truckee. Went and saw the fam real quick for some breakfast. And went and did some cheering. Now we're going back to see the fam again. Alright, race morning, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna take some Advil or Tylenol, whatever I have in my bag. Do a warm up and see what happens. How about you?
I'm judging my judgment on not doing the 46K instead of doing 2 races this weekend.
Oh, the 46K would have been so
It looked nice. It looked like fun.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm just kind of afraid of how fast this 23K is going to be.
Too fast.
I think I've gotten old and slow.
You're almost 30.
Eli's wife. Come on now. Tabor Hemming is married to Eli Hemming. Eli is Tabor's husband. That's what I'm talking about. Tabor's husband.
23K day. Whew. That was way better than the VK.
Yes,
And
I think the VK was a bit of a open up. It really opened up the legs, opened up the systems,
Yeah.
like got everything going because felt so much better on 23K day.
Yeah, because I was like, I know I didn't need to, but I was like all of a sudden panicking and like, maybe I'm just not fit. And then the 23K reaffirmed that all is well.
All as well. Yeah,
Almost all is well.
Yeah, almost. Biggest win of the day was definitely Tabor actually got to race and finish the race going in.
And run.
Yeah, and run. Going in, it had been, for those who don't know, she has a bulging disc, and so she has a lot of pain in her back when she's running. And so
Yeah, what a pain
for the last
down
like
legs.
couple of weeks, she hasn't run on anything flat or downhill, just uphill treadmill.
Yep.
Great way to prepare for a race.
And watch Bridgerton.
And so like, leading into the race, we were saying like, all right,
Well, after the VK, I was in a lot of discomfort, I would say. And so I think the day in between, we had decided, like, I had promised you that I would take it moment by moment in the race. And, like, we made bailout spots.
we found the closest places, like if she's gonna bail, for her to walk back to the start.
Yeah, because I just wasn't super confident that it would actually come together.
But highlight of the weekend, I got done with my race. I sat down and was feeling tired, and I look up and I see Andy Wacker there, and I'm like, do you know if Tabor's still racing? And he's like, yeah, dude, she's like second.
Yeah.
Sick.
No, I surprised myself, honestly. Like, I didn't know what to expect on the day, and I started, and I actually felt pretty good, and I just decided I'd go find Joyce out on the course. So to be, like, putting time into somebody that's a world champion, and, like, notably a way better climber than I ever have been, and catching her on the climb, I was super happy with that. And then, you know, I held second for 99% of that race and just succumbed to third in the last mile and a half to Jade. But like, I wasn't sending it on the downhills because I was being really careful with my back, and I was pretty uncomfortable by that point, especially like having to stabilize on the technical sections. That didn't feel good, but like, I don't know. I just was really happy with that race, and it was so cool.
So stoked.
And then like getting to see you at the finish and knowing that you got second, like I had Dylan Bowman on the course, like Eli's in second, like Eli's great, and it was like, oh, thank you for telling me.
No, it was a good day for me too. I was super stoked with it. Like, that was such a fast race. Beforehand, I was saying that Patrick and Philemon were going to be the aggressors, and then Dum here
Mr. Ego.
went out real hard. I was leading for a while until like the climbing section started, and Patrick, well, scampered off away. So I felt like I was sprinting up the hill. Put like 2 minutes on me by the time we got to the top.
But you worked to close that on the downhill a little, which was good.
Yeah, no, I closed a little bit. Definitely not 2 minutes. That's a long time to close.
It's a long time on that fast downhill.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to close on such a smooth, runnable downhill. So I was pleased, super stoked on the weekend. The Hemmings had a great weekend.
The Hemmings were very happy to be back at Broken Arrow.
Yes, and Broken Arrow is such a different race than it was when we first came.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked on it. Like, it's so sick.
I want more people to come over. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes the race more legit.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it really does. And I think, like, it has the potential to be, like, one of those famous races. One of, like, the Zagamas, one of the Sears Annals. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the U.S. soil version of that.
Yeah, I think there's totally that potential there, and I would love to see it.
Yeah, so that's this week, and then next week you get to come along with us as we get to experience what is Western States.
Yes, we're gonna do a little adventure around in Tahoe, hanging with lots of the team. Getting ready. We're crewing on Saturday, whenever that
Crewing
is.
and pacing.
Crewing and pacing, and yeah, we'll get to see what Western's like. So stay tuned.